My name is Chaz, and welcome to part 2 of What If Deku Married to Her. I forget her name, but so so in the last part, where I left off, was that Demon Lord Zuku carried Zuku out and got back into his body as the only people that were uninjured was Razorhead and 13 in the class of 1A. Only person that really got injured was Zuku, because that punch was from the Nomu, the Nomu. He punched him so hard that's why. So he was in the hospital for 1 day or 2 days. He knows, or they, because they're trying, or actually 1 day before. So, but at the meeting, at UA, or Principal Nezu, I'll just try to use one of the pictures. Principal Nezu says how's his current condition is, as Zuku, or he means Zuku, so, well, he's stable, but that punch knocked his butt out. So, and All Might was like, okay, because they didn't know that actually Zuku, or Demon Lord Zuku, was respecting him, but his bottled up hatred for other people was because Zuku, or actually All Might, went to there before, and so Zuku opened one eye, and it was a Demon Lord's, and that's gonna talk, or actually, or not Mr. Aizawa. All Might, he looked at him and says, I know you're possessing him now, but thank you for saving rest of the school, or other students. As he says, no problem. I don't have any grudges against the school or anyone in particular, but it's the villains that I'm more ticked off about. As All Might knows that he not kidding about that, so but they They were like pretty awesome. So then but at the ESJ aftermath thing, after that Nomu got killed, actually came right back as his servant. So basically, aka, he brought the Nomu back from the dead, kind. Accidentally. As so then but now it's a sports festival, or All Might told him about the sports festival if he wants to, if Zuku and you want to do it with yourselves. Oh, go right ahead. As he says, basically you're saying that if I, or me and him know that we're both technically would be one entity, but if you're insisting of us going together, and are you gonna make me do the speech thing with him? As All Might says, yes. Alright. I'm down for it. As so he's a man of his word. So All Might was basically agrees, and so 2 weeks have passed, but they trained their hardest. Him on the inside of Zuku's training him to become stronger. And Zuku and her actually trained together. But during that, or one of the 2 weeks when they were training, she decides to kiss him. On the lips. And as the demon lord knows that they're kissing, so he's like, "You're such a ladies' man, aren't you?" As she turned away after she knows that they needed to be training harder. But it felt so good. So, basically in his head, or he actually says, yeah, hey, be a number one hero. I don't, and you know it's a good thing? As the Demon Lord says, what? As he tells him that he's not a weirdo like what that grapefruit kid is. As Demon Lord, or I almost said Demon Lord Marlene. Demon Lord and Zuku actually was almost tried to kill Manetter with his foot. Like, just end up kicking him so hard into upper atmosphere. So, he says if he didn't get in my way of it, I would have just sent his butt flying into outer space. Yeah, man, you're me, so I could go to, like, prison for that. As, good point. So they were training harder as they both, like, she ends up, in her head, she was mostly blushing. She says to herself, but she also has a, like, it's similar to Canon, but her outfit is like a same thing, a clothing creature. So it matches. So, in this story, so that's why. So, as he says, after a sports festival, let's see who's going to be the top dog. Go for an endeavor, or as Todoroki actually told him, and when sometimes actually Todoroki, or not Todoroki, Dark Shadows, sometimes, or he actually noticed that he's like itching his head as Dark Shadow walks over and says, well, they're doing okay, Zuku? Yeah, me and that Demon Lord version of myself is just talking. And about, like, internships and all that stuff. As of course, it was Dark Shadow and Todoroki, actually. They both like, well, are you trying to decide before sports festival? As he says, I didn't. Or, of course, he says, I didn't, but my Demon Lord self brought it up. So, as he gets hit in the back of a head, and that's nothing there. As he says, thanks a lot, jerk. That's what Demon Lord says. Throw me under a bus, aren't you? As Dark Shadow is like, yeah, man, what is his thoughts on what internships? He kind of looks like he has a fire quirk. What he because, or the quirk that I'm giving him is like hate. He also has, when he reached critical, he could shoot flames out of his palms, his mouth, not his ears. And he also transforms into a more, like, more of like a dragon. Kind of like that Cryptus, but looked like more of like her dragon form. Basically. So, but at her house, that clothing creature, the one that's on her, that she's wearing, she or he ends up saying, "I can't believe you kissed the boy." As she says, "Yeah, but or of course, this is what she's saying. I love him so much. Can't wait to get married to him." It's what she's saying, not me. Okay? So then 2 weeks have passed. Like, wake up, sleepyhead. As Zuku woke up and he didn't run late, he was early. So he went to there, got dressed, and his superhero costume is actually his demon lord self made it. And by helping from and his mother Inko and him got along so great. Not like getting smacked every single time. No. But his outfit, he used his like basically his outfit looked like basically looks like Todoroki's costume and the Dragon Lady's is but instead of having like those dragon wings on her back of her head, it's made his bigger. So, but her superhero costume is like, or actually, she was wearing like school clothes before. Like, where is it? It's like, or he was wearing like what she's wearing, but they allow only Zuku to wear his superhero costume because his demon self could easily tore right through that. So, right, they actually make a special costume, not costume, but like his school uniform to hold that blood in to his body so that it doesn't allow him to accidentally release him from it. As so, or not Eraserhead, the Midnight told, or actually, because she knows that, and okay, Demon Lord Zuku, as he says, you really want me to give a speech, cred. Thank goodness, as he grew those horns, and like that costume thing, as everyone sees what he looks like, I am the, or before all of you say, like, what is this? I am the alternate personality of Zuku's. My name is Demon Lord Zuku. So, as he, like, explains that, and he speeches, like, I hope that we all have fun, and if you see me, or if you see this, if you see any blood of mine, I have been released to, okay? As he points to Dark Shadow, it's similar to his, but his only gets darker, or darkness, but mine from bleeding out. As so, no big deal, okay? As long as we all have fun, and he looks at the rest as he tells the rest of them that you need to beat me, not hunt my good personality. Okay? As they are scared of him. Because they know that Zuku good personality, they're not after him. No. After. So, then, and I hope that none of us get hold back. Or, except for me. And good version. Okay? So, as long as we have fun, that's the most important rule. So, plus ultra. As he walks right off the stage. Not like, as everyone wasn't booing, they're like, yeah! Because they actually never, they heard about how Demon Lord Zuku is, like, superior. And now, it's similar to canon, but Zuku and the demon, I said Demon Lord, or demon version of him. And that was his things before. Of course, Demon Lord Erd and Zuku, the good, went first place. Technically, would Zuku good and would be first, and then Demon Lord would be second. But they are like, okay, both of you. And then followed by his sister, or not his sister, his girlfriend, and followed by Todoroki, number 2, or no, number 3. So, only people that were out was like, there was like 50. So then, or 52, more accurate term. I'm bumping the number up. So there was only 3 plus 3 equals like 6. But the cavalry battle, there was only 2 people. Or actually, him, her, and a demon. Just needs one more rider. Or one. So, the only person that really was that joined them was actually Todoroki. Yeah. Because they made Todoroki the rider, and then Zuku was or both Zukus, or actually, he says, I'm coming out as she says, go ahead and let him out, as he actually punched himself, or not punched himself. Of course, Todoroki, or actually, Deku told Todoroki to straight up punch him harder than, or actually, scratch that. Todoroki, or actually, Zuku, or Demon Lord Zuku, like, he basically puked out. Like, he turned into liquid of blood and puked it out as of Zuku's mouth as it reforms back into it. As everyone, or all the girls that were in the stadium, they had their nosebleeds, but some of the boys were all of them, all the boys were, they couldn't believe that Zuku's demon form came right out of his mouth. So, and when Endeavor saw what he looked like, let me remind you, he never actually met the Demon Lord turned Zuku before. So, and Racerhead, or Music Mike says, who is that guy? As Racerhead says, that is the Demon Lord Zuku, the most powerfulest one of both of them. He's mostly feared by all of, or anyone. But he is kind heart with Zuku, not Zuku. As he ready, as they both they couldn't believe, or actually MT Lady says, who is that guy? As All Might, or actually Tree Guy and Dead Arms, or whatever his name is, asked, or they had so many questions, like, what is he, or what is his name? As All Might says, that is the Demon Lord Zuku. He's the most powerfulest son of a gun you ever meet. He's feared by all. Like, everyone is scared of him. He's basically has the power to do similar to Zuku, but opposite. He hates everything. Only person that he really likes is his good counterpart. He's basically like yin and yang, good and evil. So, then the cavalry battle even got crazier than the. So, both of them are all like him, her, him, and Todoroki actually won. Because, one, something activated. Like, his. So, Todoroki created a barrier and they made. So, now it was a fight one. So he stayed out of the bad. He, or they know that if. So, in this what if, both Zukus have to battle each other's, like push each other's off it. As they both like went round ones, like boom, 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 boom. And then something's crazier happens. Both of their powers, a back of their brains, like their like bone, activated, and the Zuku's infinity power. Do you see all these sparks off of him? Well, he is basically was bending reality, and he like it was so crazy it destroyed the entire Colosseum. And so or, it was a draw for them, as they both like, what was that all about? As I have no idea. Yeah. As so his girlfriend was like waiting, as so all of the like students and like citizens that watched it has saw like the devastation. So they both like did arm wrestling, like who's ever. Don't worry about the dogs thing. That's in the background. So then Zuku or both Zukus won against Bakugo, huh? Because actually, no, he was so kind-hearted with both of them, so he warped her away exact same time as Bakugo was gonna let a head off of her. So then and she sat right next to him, like when they were only in like grade school, and they do the same thing. So only people that were her saved, or actually only people that knew that Zuku good saved O Chaco was Mirio, Eraserhead, and the Endeavor, and Inko. So then all of them are like, what the heck? So, and him, I almost forgot about him. So, then after the sports festival, they the internships thing, but Endeavor definitely knows that Zuku has that, like, or evil version of him, or devil, or no, demon lord version of him has a fire quirk. So he takes both of them in. And who was so and when I said, or actually she went into someone else. Actually, she went with Dragon Lady. Not that, like, just couple more her like interviews and all that stuff, kind. But she gave him a kiss thing, and went. So then of course, at this time, there last night, I mean, before the internship thing, as the hero killer Stain was gonna kill one of the heroes, but the demon lord, he says, I won't let you do that, as a hero killer Stain says, well, oh well, you must be one of those fake heroes. As he says, no, I'm just your neighborhood friendliest one. But you will go to jail first. As he saved the pro hero, and he also, or his good self, had the power of healing. So he went to Tenya's, as he says, "Don't worry." As Tenya leaves, as he says, "Need some rest." As he says, "Before I go," as he used power of heal, as he heals, owns him all the way. So, but his demon lord self is more of the real hero kind. But he went and like put Hero Killer Stain behind bars real quick. He was not even in the agency yet. As he says, if you really want to know who brought him in, or actually, no, that saying, I can't be in two places at once. Well, between me and my good version, we can both be in two different areas at the same time. Our names are zukus, or embodiments of hope or actually, embodiment of love and destruction. So that's what they are. As a detective's like, okay, brought in Hero Killer Stain, and a bunch of news reporters are like, just reported in. No, both Zukus brought down Hero Killer Stain. In as Eraserhead is like, okay, or actually he knew which Zuku that they're talking about. Or the next day, they endeavor her. Actually, saw the news feed, or they all saw his news, saw him on the news, as Zuku looks at his demon self, as he says, "Did you do that?" Yeah, I was bored, you know me. As everybody's like, how did it feel? As they both, and plus, Tenya's got a phone call from his brother. Like, hey bro, how are you feeling? Pretty good. Thanks to Zuku, or thanks to your friend. He healed me right up. Like, there was no fatal wounds on me. And based off of what I watched from the news, his demon personality or his devil version of, or demon lord version of him, has took out hero killer Stain, as they both like went back into one body and went to sleep. Then the next day, everybody's like, "Wow, good job!" As they couldn't believe that both Zukus did two different things. So, then the internships, like, so she was mostly worried about her boyfriend. She knows that if he finds out that that she has a creature inside of, or she's wearing, as she's trying to keep herself calm and cool, because she doesn't know how will he react. She thinks that he might leave her and go for O Chaco. But before they left, so she told him that she has the creature, as the only person that really knew that she had the monster clothes. That's whatever that thing is. Her clothes thing that she was wearing. He ends up was actually Demon Lord. So then he told him in the middle of the night that, how much are you betting that our girlfriend, or your girlfriend, or technically would be ours, have a creature, or she's wearing her own creature on her right now. As he says to him, well, he says, well, no matter if she has a monster what she's wearing or not, she still is a girlfriend of mine. That's what Zuku says. As he says, okay, you really, really love her, aren't you, ladies' man? As she finally confesses to him that she has that monster thing, and he told her that he already knew that, but no matter if you were wearing it or not, I'm always still in love with you. As that's what Zuku is saying to her, and they both start kissing, and so as her monsters, or that creature says, "You're me under a bus, aren't you?" As So then, after the internship thing, it was pretty boring. Because usually it has like staying, kill like, or trying to kill native, but ends up, or he ends up getting captured by thing. So then the next day, they went back. Of course, she actually tells her that very proud of you for dating him. Your mother would probably be saying the same thing. Yeah, she probably is. But we don't keep secrets from each other's anymore. What kind? As she shows her that her outfit is actually the monster that. Oh, okay. That's cool. So the. And Frebbit, that girl, she ends up. Or was. She's with Seal. But then it was. Now, before the camp park, Zuku, or actually, it was unexpected surprise from All Might, as All Might says, "Both Zukus, come here. I want to talk to you privately." So he said, "Sure," and then All Might, he like did that like whole speech thing about how All for One was able to take quirks and give them, and he had a little brother and all that stuff. And he actually passed down One for All to Zuko, and they both like became buffed up even more. Like they're more connected now. So it won't be like haywires on like others. So now at Camp Park, Principal Nezu actually knew that both of them are dating each other's. They sleep in the same bed. And or at a like mall thing, Shiraki-san was basically did that as his monster form, or actually Zuku's monster form, actually took care of him, broke his wrist, as he says, as he, of course, actually, both of them are. I was gonna say because Ochako was still in love with him, but she ends up, she says to Toga what her plans are to try to make both of them forget each other's. Like, make both zukus, or make them forget about each other's. Like, separate both of them. And so, as Toga understands what her plans are, because both of them want the zuku hoons, both zukus, for themselves. So Toga and O Chaco invited her, and she says, as he ends up, like, going to shopping, because and Toga had, or actually Ochako told Toga what their plans were to separate both of them, but Toga also told her that I'll kill her by just throwing her into water. With a bunch of sharks. Then he'll probably forget all about her. That sounds like a crazy idea of yours. So Zuku is like shopping, and his phone rings. Or actually, the Demon Lord says, "Let's go check on him, or let's go check on her." As said, "Sure, let's just." I agree. As he bought something for the 2 sodas and 2 Pringles cans, or actually 4. Or no, wait. 5. So then when they went to check on her, they see, because she can't swim, so she was sinking. And bunch of sharks just was swimming right towards her. As he was mad. So he became like that, as he jumps into the water and swam right towards the sharks, whacking all of them. Like, basically killed the entire population of sharks. So they weren't like small sharks. So then he swam over and like flew her back up to set her down, and she coughed out water as Zuku she says, I can't believe those two were. They were trying to kill me by separate or making you forget about me, and ends up that. As he says, oh, they won't be killing you anymore anytime. As I'll kill them. As she stops him and kisses him. Kisses both of them. Both Zuku bad and good. At the same time. So then Dobby sees an opportunity that as he goes, or of course Shiraki-san had a broken wrist, and Toga and O Chaco, who got flicks things between both of them for killing his girlfriend thing. So then Momo could see why he's doing that, because she witnessed them trying to kill. As so they in the camp park. He says, these oversized rocks are no match for my powers. As he accidentally, he did not mean to set the entire forest on fire. Here, as he walks to there, and then he's like, okay. As Koda's all upset, and then he says, as Koda sees them as in love, kind of like what his parents does from time to time. So all right, okay. So in All for One scene,